how to cleanse themselves, and I've based what I do off of Esther, Queen Esther in the Word of God. And she, not only did she fast to prepare for her husband, but she prepared her body
for her husband. Yes, she did.
And then she also fasted and prayed for her nation. So she wasn't just a woman that was preparing to be a wife. She was preparing to change a whole nation, and she did that. And so a lot of the regimens and a lot of the teachings that we talk about is based on the life of Esther and what she went through.
And there's so many things, as you were talking, there's so many things that came through my mind while you were talking, because if you think about it, that's where the waste from your body, you know, and for the women that are over 65, she's talking about cleaning your vagina area, okay? Because they're saying yoni. What in the world is a yoni?
Oh, okay. Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So,
actually,
but that's, you know, I'm sorry.
No, what I was thinking when you said that, yoni is actually the Sanskrit word for vagina, also known as the sacred space.
Wow. And see, that's what I was going to say next, that some women don't understand that is really spiritual.
It is.
It's a very spiritual part of your body. And when you understand that, when you were talking about Esther and she was preparing for her husband, and she was preparing the spiritual place. Ladies have to understand, you got to prepare your body, and you have to prepare that spiritual place too. Because no man wants to come home, go in the bedroom, and smell a trout. Okay?
Over the trout. That is so funny, but so true.
You know, you got to prepare that area all the time.
That's
you know,
right.
that's what it takes. And a lot of them don't think that. All they think is, you know, what I got to do. And you hear your grandmama say, "Oh, be sure to cook them a good meal." Okay, it's gonna take a little bit more than that. You know, a little bit more than that, because there's so many places he can go get food now.
Right.
You know, so you've got to learn to take care of that sacred place, and it is sacred. It is spiritual. So we thank you for that ministry, because that is so much needed. Because I can remember being in church. And you know, when you catch the Holy Ghost, and then a lot of them stand up and start doing this and doing that and fanning all around. And as a little girl, I was like, "What is that smell?" You know, what is that? You know, and because they didn't know. You know, so they didn't teach. If you don't know, you can't teach.
That's right.
You know,
a lot of it is because they find that it's tied to something sexual, that they think it should not be talked about in the church. But if we don't get it from the house of God, they're going to get it from somewhere. So why not it be from the house of God? Now, I would rather it's said with love that somebody come to tell me that they smell, because I even had to do that at church once. As a matter of fact, it was last year. There was a young lady that was conducting the meeting, and everybody smelled her, and everybody's face was like, "Y'all smell that?" They was talking about it. I said, "No, that's not what we're gonna do."
That's right.
So I pulled her to the side, and she didn't receive it. She said it was somebody else, and I mean, I'm smelling her while I'm talking to her, but she said it was somebody else. So figment of her imagination, but I let her know that, you know, if she was in need of some products, there was some stuff that could help her improve what we had going on there.
Right. And some women, it takes more for them than it does other women, because you're hormones, you have more of it going on. Especially if you're a woman that, you know, you're hairy, you're very, very hairy, then you tend to be of a stronger odor than somebody that isn't. And some women don't know that. They don't know what the difference is. You know, it's not. Sometimes it takes more than a shower in the morning. Sometimes it takes a little bit of shower at night, shower in the morning too. You know, and then sometimes it takes it takes sitting down in the bathtub. You know, so
and we have products for all of that.
Yeah, I know you do. I'm going to let you in the second half of our show. I'm going to let you show a little bit about what you have and how your business is successful. Now, how do you acquire clients? Let's talk about that.
Well, first of all, I have a private page on Facebook, and the reason it's private is because of the subject matter. Women are not as open to speak about feminine hygiene in an open forum So we made the group private to give everybody the personal feel to discuss those subject matter. Now the thing is, even within the group, they don't talk a lot to me. They'll tear my inbox up. That inbox is on fire.
I can imagine.
And the crazy thing is, well, I'm not going to say the crazy thing, but it's kind of refreshing to me that the majority of the people in my inbox are women of faith, pastors' wives, people that don't want to talk about it, discuss it openly, but they'll privately discuss things in my inbox, and there are a lot of my repeat customers. Wow. And it's okay. So my thing is, if you're able to speak about it, why not open this ministry open to your women's ministry? Because these are things that need to be talked about. We have young women that are growing up, and everybody's so squeamish about talking about feminine hygiene. But that's a part of being a woman. That's a part of being female. And a lot of my products can be used as soon as the young lady starts to get her menstrual cycle. So it's not anything that she needs to be 21 or over 20. As soon as she starts having a menstrual cycle, she needs to start learning about self-care. And it's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely. And to make a business out of that is so smart, I think. Judith, how is it that you obtain your clients?
Well, mine is a little bit more difficult now because of the pandemic going on. But it didn't stop the show. It slowed it down, but it didn't stop it. Mostly, we started out with what we call a warm market. That's people that we know. It could be family, friends, church members, co-workers. We introduced it to a lot of people that we knew. Well, we have exhausted pretty much our warm market now. So it's now we're back to the cold market. So we use the social media like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. We do the different things like that to pique interest. And we have what we call phrases that pays. So we use certain phrases that captures one's attention so that they will contact us. My number is all over social media. And I'm not afraid to give my number out because worst thing can happen is someone call me, I hang up. You know, I want to deal with them, I hang up. But we pique their interest by using the phrases that pays, and they give us a call or they text me or they text a keyword or whatever to us, and we talk to them about the business and we get them on a Zoom. We use Zoom and StreamYard a lot. Every day we're on some type of Zoom or on StreamYard talking to potential clients about the business, and that's how we bring them in.
Well, it sounds like you have exhausted or exhausting the online network. Because now it's not like how it used to be. You had to go door to door. You had to call people on the phone. Now you have the internet, and social media, and that helps. And everybody is always looking for an avenue for more income. So we're going to take a break right now, and in the second half of our show, we're going to actually see some of the products that have been created. And I'll think about it. I don't know whether I will or not, but I'll probably tell you a little bit about what I do too as well. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back to Boss Lady TV. We are here talking today with Deidre Ingram, a self-made millionaire in the making. We claim it. And Judith Ivory, who is a network marketer in her own business. So in this segment, we're going to talk a little bit more about the mindset and how people can get in that right avenue or get on the right street in order to reach financial freedom, because as the Bible says, money is the answer to all things. So therefore, it's not what you do with money, it's the evil in the money is what triggers you to do what's evil with money. But as long as you're giving back to the kingdom, everything will be okay, and God will continue to bless you and bless everything that your hands are placed upon. So Judith, let's talk about the mindset of people, and how do you get them from day to day not paying their rent, not paying their light bill, having their lights turned off, having their cell phone turned off, getting their car repossessed, and then all of a sudden you come along and say, hey, you can become a millionaire in 5 years if you follow this particular plan. How do you get them from that in order to on the street where they need to reach financial freedom?
Yes, the mindset is a very, very difficult thing to deal with, especially in the business that I am in. But we found that the best way to show them that this is the right path, this is the right thing to do, is by showing them our lifestyle. We are an open book. We show them everything that we've done, everything that we do, so they can see that this is real. I am no more special or important than anyone else on the face of this earth. We are just regular, ordinary, everyday people. But because we changed our mindset, it changed our entire life. So one of the things that I tell people that I hope helps them is, when me and my husband met, we met about 17 and a half years ago. He already had the mindset that you must invest to have a better life. I didn't have that mindset. I had a mindset of, this is my money, and I'm going to do with it what I want to. I'm going to leave this earth owing everybody, because I'm going to drive a new car every year. I'm going to have the best clothes. And I was wasting money, not knowing that's the reason I was living paycheck to paycheck. So what happened, to make a long story short, is my husband, before he and I got married, we sat down and we talked about the finances. And he said, I want to invest. I want to start investing in stocks, bonds, mutual funds. He said, I don't understand it, but we can pay somebody to do it for us. I said, okay. So I'll listen. I'm trying to impress this man that I met and I'm in love with. And I want to marry him, so I'm going to go along with him and see what happens. So we goes to the financial advisor, and he lost me at, you're going to send me $500 a month, but you're not going to get an investment in that right now. Wow. You're not going to see anything with that investment right now. I wanted nothing to do with it. My husband said, he wasn't my husband at the time, we were engaged. He said, well, I'm going to do it. He said, I don't know how to do this, I'm going to do it, and we're just going to go with it from there. So I said, okay, but I'm not going to do it. They're not going to take my money and do what they want to with it. This is my money. I worked for it. Didn't have the mindset. Silly. And didn't know how silly I was. So, needless to say, my husband invested. He started sending them the $500 a month. They told him in 15 years that his money would at the very least, double. At the very least. I was like, sure. I'm with that man 17 years later. And I'm telling you, in 15 years, that money tripled.
Wow.
Okay?
Oh, my goodness.
I missed out on an awesome opportunity because of my mind. I thought the guy was trying to take something from me, but instead he was trying to give me something. He was trying to give me something that would change my life, and I couldn't see it. But my husband saw it. He went for it, and I'm telling you, his bank account has some commas in it now. And if I would have done what he did 15 years ago, we'd had several more commas in it. But I didn't. And it was all about the mindset. So when I tell that story, I hope people will feed in on that and go, I don't want to be that person you was 15 years ago. I want to do better.
Because it does take discipline as well to do something like that, in order to invest and in order to try to see, put your money in, let it stay in. You know, even though it's turning, not just because a new car came out and you want a new car, you take the money out. But it does take discipline. It does take a different kind of mental, you know, you got to have a mental overhaul. You know, change everything that you thought you knew about money and forget about it and learn to do it a different way. And that does take it does take discipline.
And if I may say also, one of the things that stopped me too is I didn't think I had $500 to give them. I said, it's no way. If I give you $500, what am I going to live off of? Once I sat down with my husband and we wrote out, see, you got to put it in black and white. If you don't see it,
that's it.
If you don't see it, you don't know. Once I put it in black and white and I saw the money I had coming in and the money I had going out, I had well over $1,000 per month that I was below.
That's it.
And I didn't even know it. So everybody have the money to invest. You have it. You really do. But you got to put it in black and white so that you can see it.
You can see it.
And then once you see it, you need to take that extra money and invest it. You don't have to know how to invest. You don't have to know anything about investments. You just got to be able to find a company like the Edward Joneses or the First Commands or the Vanguards. You just got to find one of those companies and let them do it for you. And I'm telling you, it will change your life.
It will change. It will absolutely change your life. Now,
the best investment you can make is in yourself.
In yourself, exactly.
And sitting here hearing this, it's confirmation because we literally, my husband and myself, just talked about it. I'm getting ready to tell him we getting ready to get a pen and paper.
Right.
And it's time
to
get
a special notebook because I have a special notebook. I write it every month. I got the month, January through December, and I write down that, at the top of it goes the rent, and then whatever the car is next, and then everything else falls under that. Yeah, that's what you do. Now we need to. We don't have. We're sitting here talking about money. I want to show some of those products that you have. Okay, we're gonna show the
some of the Yoni products.
Yeah, some of the Yoni products.
You just, if you want to smell, that looks those
like
are herbs.
Herbs, yeah, that's something that I have.
It's the same thing. Just
is this?
You can smell it. You can smell these.
Is it chamomile or
no?
What is it? It smells so
it's
good.
It's a mixture of herbs.
Yeah, I see the roses.
Actually, what you're smelling is I have lavender in there. I have I use tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is very good for like if you have. Now I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, okay.
I'm drawing a blank, but it's good for medicinal purposes if you have like infections and things like that.
I was thinking sinuses and stuff like that.
It definitely helps to heal. But these are the vaginal steams. So what you do with that, you boil it in water for, you let it boil for like 5 to 7 minutes and let it create a steam. And then once it cools down some to your liking, the pot that you put it in and allow the steam to infiltrate your yoni. If you know people that have cysts or fibroids, this helps to shrink them.
Really?
My clients. And if they have BV, bacterial vaginosis, this definitely will. It has been known through my clients to eliminate that.
Wow, that's amazing.
If they have PCOS, it has been known to eliminate that as well. Wow. So female problems, there is an answer, a natural answer. And
I wish you all could smell this.
Yes,
this
is
really
very fragrant,
so good.
And it's all herbal. That I do not use chemicals. And the reason I make my own products is because I want them to have the utmost integrity. If I say chemical free, you best believe they're chemical free. So it's all herbal and it's all essential oils. Now this is the mother from the vinegar.
Vinegar. Yeah. Okay. The vinegar. Right.
The apple cider vinegar.
Right.
So that's what this is. So
okay.
It's all natural. It's all
it's
herbal.
not processed. When you have the mother to the vinegar, it means that it's not processed. Because that time when you get the white distilled vinegar or the other, it's clear. If it doesn't have the mother, it's been processed.
Right.
So this is
all 100%.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's that one. Now these, they're brown in color. Those are for the men.
Oh,
now that if they need some,
they're not blue.
No, those. But it does. It actually does more than the blue. And
what?
It's all natural. They are herbs. So women, put your seatbelt on if you get some of these for your man.
Oh my goodness!
And it lasts up
more
to 72 hours.
More powerful than the blue.
It is. It really. And it's been tested.
Oh, it's been tested. We won't say by who, but it's been tested.
Yeah, it's been tested.
Wow, that is amazing. And you make this as well.
I do. I make those also.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. All right. We running out of time, aren't we? I'm looking at all the hands going, y'all. So I think we're running out of time. This has been so good. We're going to take up where we left off on another show. Come back and join us for Boss Lady TV. You're going to see more products from Deidre Ingram, and you're going to hear more from Judith Ivory on how to make money, how to make your money work for you instead of you working for your money. All right? Thank you so much for joining us today on Boss Lady TV.